So no intro needed. I'm over here turned up to some oldies. But anyways, we're going to be making a layered bob from scratch. We're going to be starting off with a 4x4 closure. I've already sewn it onto the cap, which is probably one of the most tedious parts about making these wigs. I'm using a hot glue gun and about 5 or 6 hot glue sticks. This hair comes from New Star. It's their body wave hair. They sent over a 10-inch bundle, I believe a 16 and an 18-inch bundle, and then the closure is 18 inches as well. I'll have the link to the hair and all that in the description bar. So whenever you open up your hair, the very end is like curled up from being rolled into the bundle. Hate that piece, so I always clip it off. But what you're going to do is you're going to take your 10-inch bundle, you're going to start at the nape, you're going to measure exactly what kind of piece or how long the piece you want is and cut it, and then you're going to go ahead and take your hot glue and get to gluing. So the objective is to keep the 10-inch bundle in the back towards like the nape, or where it would sit like behind your ear, so to speak. I did get a little bit carried away, but basically you just want to go ahead and add the glue to the cap little by little and then put the bundle or the track on top of it. You don't want to glue the entire way of the length of the track that you're placing because the glue does dry really fast. So as you can see, I start with a nice amount of glue in the center and then I glue each side. And I'm going really fast and I'm not on camera and I'm just in my zone. Sometimes I will just go ahead and put the glue all the way across, but the glue does dry really fast. You want to make sure that you're really fast with it. I'm just showing you the way to do it, I guess, for beginners where you don't have to worry about the glue drying on you. So you just take those tracks up. I kind of keep them close together. I know I have 3 bundles and it'll be more than enough hair for the look I'm going for, but I did start to make the tracks a little bit too wide, like it's going up too far close to like past the ear, and I did not want the 10-inch to go this far up. So to fix that, I went ahead and started making the tracks like shorter in the center. You guys can kind of see in the back that the tracks I stopped making them the full length and I kind of just started like adding them right there in the center. So I've finished one bundle of hair and you see how full it looks. I just like to check my work, especially for a beginner, and make sure you know how it looks in a ponytail. You are using glue, so you want to make sure you pull out all the glue. As the hair dries, if you have glue like on the cap or on the hair, you'll be able to like pull it off. So that's all I was doing, just pulling off glue that was where it didn't belong. Checking my work. Now I'm going to move on to my next bundle, and I believe this one is 14 inches, and I started back doing or gluing the hair the entire length of the cap. And I just kind of hold it down every time I glue a track and kind of press it with the back of my nail. I do have on nail extensions, so it doesn't burn my real fingers, or my real fingers. It doesn't burn my fingers, but I'm showing you the difference between the 10-inch and I believe the 14-inch. And again, just continue to check your work and make sure you like what you see. So I went ahead off camera and finished up that bundle. Now I'm on my very last bundle, and as you can see, all I need is about maybe 3 more tracks to go ahead and finish this up. So this is one, and then I'm going to finish the rest off camera. And now we have a wig. So I'm going to just take some age defense spray and kind of go along where the closure and the last or the very first track meet, and just put the spray, just a black hairspray, and this is just going to kind of camouflage that track in case your tracks do show, and kind of cover up that clear glue, opposed to, or since we did not use black glue sticks. And now I'm kind of just going in and seeing what I need to do. So this is the way it looks. It kind of naturally has a bob look to it. We're going to just perfect it. So I'm going to just take these tracks above the 10-inch and kind of make it layer. And I just kind of was showing you guys. Again, check your work to make sure it looks good. Also, when making a hot glue gun, and you see that black spray does get everywhere, so be careful with it. But whenever making a hot glue wig, you want to be sure to remove it from your mannequin head right away. I've made the mistake of like making the wig and being so tired, I just left it on the mannequin head and went to sleep. And it does like dry to the cap and damage your cap, and it's like almost impossible to remove. But I went ahead and removed the excess cap from underneath where the lace closure will lay. That way when I part the hair, I don't see black. Instead I see like the cap that I have on under to protect my braids. And this is what the wig looks like on. I'm in my zone. So I am going to be cutting this hair, or I'm going to be using clippers to style my bob. But before I do, I just want to go ahead and style the hair so that the bob will be cut exactly how I want it. Make sure that if you have pieces of glue, pieces of thread, cut all that off. So I made the baby hair kind of subtle and natural. Now we're going to part the hair and style it exactly how we're going to wear it. That way when we cut the hair will lay and be cut exactly how it needs to be. If you cut the bob with the hair or the closure going straight back and then you decide you want a center part or a side part, it might not, you know, be the way you want it. So I went ahead and took the wig off. And I just kind of used the flat iron to set in that mousse that you guys see me put in. Added a little bit powder, but we're going to add a little bit more. Now it's back on the mannequin head, and we can see that I'm separating the longer tracks from that 10-inch. And I'm just kind of using my fingers to hold it in place where I want it to go. I think I did it maybe about 3 to 4 inches above where the 10-inch track lays. I was a little bit nervous when I did it. I'm like, oh my god, I did it too short. But at this point, you want to just make sure that where we just cut and then where the 10-inch starts, it kind of like layers, so that you can kind of have that layered look in the back. So it's probably about 3 to 4 layers. Sorry, there's probably about 3 to 4 layers back there, and I just kind of use my fingers to guide each layer. That way from the side, it kind of has that nice, really cute, you know, multi-dimensional, instead of just being a bob that is just like one length in the back and just being too thick. We want it to be kind of choppy and really symmetrical. So I'm going to go ahead and trim the front to kind of angle to the front. I kind of wish the front was a little bit fuller with respects to the longer lengths, but I did again glue tracks in the front are too far up underneath. So under these long tracks there are a few tracks that are like 10 inches. So that kind of messed up the idea, but it still looks really cute. Also, I probably would have went up like a whole 2 inches in the very back, because the way this wig is going to fit on me, I really wanted it to go like nape length. Also, I went ahead and wet down the hair to kind of activate the curls and kind of see where everything was. Bad idea, because as you see, the clippers do not work on wet hair. So I just scratched that and I went ahead and added my wet. Have that link down below if you're interested in seeing what that product is all about. And just kind of work that into the hair. And then I'm going to just use my scissors to kind of go ahead and cut any pieces that need to be cut. Again, I was planning on using the clippers, but the hair is too wet. Now, the way I did this wig, each side is like cousins. This side on the left is going to need more work after the fact. This side over here on the right is absolutely perfect and exactly what I wanted. It just was kind of hard and awkward trying to do with the tripod right there. Thought I did it right, but as you can see, the right side to you guys is a way too long, and I just kept it pretty much the natural length of the hair, and that's what happened. I kind of wish the opposite side would have been, the side I like would have been longer like that, but I cut it too high up, so I had to go ahead and make them match. This part was really awkward. I'm like, wait, how do I cut? Because I really at this point did not want to put the wig back on the mannequin head. I just wanted to kind of roll with what I had. And that's the thing about cutting hair and styling hair. You kind of just want to have patience. Whenever you get frustrated or you're over it, just kind of put it away and take a break. But the wig is pretty much how I want it to be. So I'm just going to add my powder. Going to redo the baby hair because I did the baby hair before off camera and just style it up really nice. This wig is going to look awesome. Also straightened out or putting some curls in it. I kind of wanted to work with the natural texture. I wish I would have put a lot more of that wet product to make it like a little bit more scrunchy and kind of, you know, like naturally messy, but I definitely love the way it came out. I also think it would have been really pretty with like a deep side part. Just ways to kind of jazz it up and give it a little bit more life. As you can see, I was just telling you right there, I just took a thick piece of hair from the frontal or the closure to cover up that demarcation of where the closure ends and the tracks meet. Usually it's like a little lump right there. You kind of just want to put some hair right there to cover that up so that when the wind blows, you're tickle fighting, playing fight with your kids or your friends or your boyfriend, you don't want nobody to see that little piece right there. So you kind of just cover it up. Make your baby hair using the Got To Be Glued. Added a little bit of powder in between, kind of just to help it look a little bit more natural because we did not bleach our knots. And then I kind of wanted to have that hump in the front that you guys know I love. As you see, it made it a little bit light because I put that Got To Be glue spray there. A little bit of water or oil will go ahead and lift that right away. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's talk about the hair. Oh, I added a little Care Silk and Sheen, kind of give it that wet look permanently. This is what the back looks like, and as you can see, I need to go ahead and cut the back up about 1 inch or 2. But I really love the symmetric of what it was. Even on the side, you see how perfect and flawless and flush that looks? It is gorgeous. Again, I'm just going to have to bring it up in the back a little bit more. So this is the result of the hair. I went ahead and tried to refresh my makeup a little bit because I've had this makeup on for over like 8 hours. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Or it's only 12. It's pretty early for me, but I wanted to go ahead and make a layered bob with this hair. This does come courtesy of New Star. They sent over some really nice body wave bundles for me. They sent over 3 bundles and a 4x4 closure. Did not bleach the knots. You guys just seen I made a wig. What was really different about this is I knew I wanted to make a bob, so they did send over a 10-inch bundle, which I kind of wanted to frame the nape. I actually needed a 8 to be exactly what I needed without cutting it because I did have to trim it just a little bit. But basically they sent over the 10-inch bob or the 10-inch bundle, and then they sent a 16 and an 18, and then the closure's at 18. I'm kind of seeing right here I need to kind of trim again, but I'm not a professional at these bobs. It's all about trial and error. I went ahead and cut this side. I think this side came out really good, and this side I'm gonna have to take the wig off and restyle it. But what I did learn through trial and error is that when I'm using the clippers, and then my husband actually gave me these clippers because I used them one time for my first bob on YouTube, and it was like all the little hairs in the inside, so he was like, you can have them, and he ordered a new pair. But this is the one I use, and it's from Andis. I'll have it linked down below, and this works really good. You just kind of take it, I don't know if you guys can see, like the blade kind of angles this way, and you kind of just take it, and as soon as it touches, it literally, like the hair literally falls off. It's pretty sharp, and if they get dull, my husband will be able to like resharpen them for me. I think you're supposed to put an oil in it and all that other stuff too, but the point is that these work really good, especially if you want to like go downwards. Like the bob is here and you want it to be layered, you kind of want to go like down and in at an angle, like that way you can get that nice slope in the back for your bob. Like right here I need to like, but here I think it's okay. I might even take it a little bit above the shoulders here as well. But again, it's just trial and error. The hair itself was really nice. This is what the hair looks like in its natural state. In this case, I just went ahead and wet it down really good with my 360 spray bottle. Like, look at this. Literally the hands down the best spray bottle you'll find ever. So I have that linked down below. And this is the look. I definitely need some work with my asymmetrical situation. Like, these are like cousins. Like, this side is like, and this side is like, anyways. So if you're interested in this hair, make sure you click the link in the description bar to be able to go ahead and shop this hair. Also, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. Make sure that your notifications on so that you guys know what's up with that. And yeah, I don't have any complaints about this hair. Just gotta go ahead and touch this up right here and I'll be good to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.